Hello everybody, how you guys doing? We're starting a little bit later than normal, but I had my family come over for a little bit, so I had to delay the stream slightly. But we're gonna get back into the Great One grind, try to get our second one. How's everybody doing? Hey Rudolph, hey Yes Sir Hunter, Aiden, Xander, Landon, Harley, Flint, Canadian Levi, Julie, Giant Carlo, Angry Broad, Marcus, Lucas, Gunhub, Hunter Class. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Let's go ahead and change the time back. Yeah, gear work, everything's been pretty good. She's been doing super good. No, Colin, no release. Hey, Trippy, how's it going? Welcome back. Hey, Christian. Hey, Mr. Lazy. There's a doe. Oh, and also, guys, I found something out. I calculated wrong on how many kills we had on Rancho before getting the Great One. It wasn't 693, it was 500 exactly. So it took us 500 on Rancho to get the Great One. I forgot to, like, remove the kills that I had in multiplayer for videos. I'd completely forgot that I had that. So I had to, do all the calculations taking away those. And it turns out it was like 500 kills to get the Great One on Rancho. So it was a little bit quicker than I had thought originally. Yeah, my day's been pretty good so far. Yeah, as far as I understand, it's just, as far as I understand, the delays are primarily because it didn't pass certification or something because there's too many bugs. So they're gonna fix the bugs and then they'll be able to push it out. So honestly, it's probably better that they do this. The game will be in a much better shape when it releases to console, hopefully. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? The drama in the Fabled chat is just something else. Yeah, it is. I was in there last night talking to a few people, and people gotta understand that there's not too many Great Ones spawning. There's so many people hunting them right now that you're bound to see more. Not to mention, we actually know how to do it without breaking the herds now. Blows my mind that some people don't understand that, though. Because to me, it seems so obvious that that's what's happening. Not to mention, they're not broken. Let me just pin that real quickly, Kyla, so everybody will know. Grim and Small thing? What do you mean, Kyla? Did I miss out on something? Let me check. There. Put in my 2 cents. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Did not mean to shoot. Holy, that is $2 there. Okay, so that's good. That is a very twisty boy. Why can't I shoot? It wouldn't let me. Hey, Dantif, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. I think that's both of them. Yeah, there we go. Got both of those down. Hey, Blitz, how's it going? How's it going? I think one's over here and then the other's that way. Hey, Thunder Nova, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Alright, Pupper, find that deer. I don't know where it ended up. I guess it's over here. Oh. No, it floated. Well. Guess we'll have to go back over there for that one. Let's just get the other guy. Yeah, I didn't get to read through everything. I just told everybody to chill. Like, come on, just chill out. It's not the place to be arguing. What time are you setting your time to, Cash? Because I always set it to 2 minutes after the latest drink time, and that seems to guarantee that they'll be there. Yeah, Kylie, you might as well, I mean... Just put in your 2 cents, whatever you're feeling. That's what I did. I didn't get to read through all of it, though. I'll, probably respond a little bit more in-depth later. Hey, Cole, how's it going? How you been? What is this deer doing? Are you okay, sir? Well then, that was something else. Think they should stop releasing DLC and fix their game. No longer mad about the delay, so whatever. I've talked about this before, but it's not as easy as doing that, sadly. Because in order to keep their development going, they gotta have some form of revenue coming in. And if they stop doing DLC, that pretty much halts the revenue they get and makes it so they can't pay their development team. That's one of the reasons that they gotta continue to do that, with it being kind of more of a niche game. Hunting games aren't as popular as larger games like Call of Duty or stuff like that, so they don't have as much revenue coming in. Just delayed, Thunder Nova. Apparently it didn't pass the certification, so they have to go through and fix a bunch of the bugs first. Which is honestly a good thing. I feel like it's better for you guys in the end, because you'll get less bugs with the release of it. So it might take a little longer, but it's going to be in a much better state than it would have been if they had released it now. So it's bad and good. There's a little bit of good and a little bit of bad in it. See if we can find that buck. Where did he even go? I think that's him. Might have been too low. Yeah, I didn't think that would hit. Worth a shot, though, guys. Worth a shot. Yeah, this time it's more of it just didn't pass the certification, so they have to fix the issues before Sony and Microsoft will certify it. So it's not entirely on their end this time. Are you talking about in the Fabled ones chat, Senor? Or are you talking about here? Because you're not going to get warned here for giving an opinion. If anything, I'd just be here to have conversation with you guys. Part of the reason I do YouTube, just to be able to chat with you guys and talk about different stuff that's going on. Come on, Hunter. Find the blood. Where'd it go? There we go. We didn't get either of those vitally. This is going to be a little while. Looks like it, Blitz. I was very confused. I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm seeing so much stuff pop up. Oh, what? We killed a doe somehow. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I don't even know what was going on, Cole. I have no clue, like, the extent of it. I just read a couple of the messages. Didn't get to see all of it. Obviously, because I'm streaming right now, so I don't want to take too much time to read into things. What do you think about the hunter adding squirrels? I would love it. They're by far my most wanted small game. Squirrels would be so much fun. Like, they would honestly be 10 times more fun than rabbits. Could you just imagine trying to get a speedy little squirrel? They'd be a blast to hunt. And I feel like the albinos would be some of the coolest rares in the game. Yeah, exactly, Cole, exactly. I really want to have some albino squirrels in the lodge. It would be so cool. You could do some amazing mounts with them, too. Like, they could have some cool poses. Wow, Kyle, I'm telling him. I'm telling him you said that. Nice, Thunder Nova. Well, welcome to the streams, man. Glad to have you. Where's the other buck we shot? It's gotta be close. Well, our dog found it. I can tell him right now, do it. Nice, Senior Rage, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't even know what he said, Float Goat, so... I don't even know what to say or think, because I didn't see the beginning of it. Same, Thunder. They're rough. It's always unfortunate to get trolled. When you make a video about the new mule deer racks, when you spotted the new rack in front of it was a piebald doe, really? I did not even notice. What comes with the Smoking Barrels weapon pack? Okay, so for the Smoking Barrels, you get the muzzleloader, you get the 10-gauge shotgun, and you also get the M1 Garand, which those are 3 of the best guns in the game. The M1 has the fastest follow-up shot. The 10-gauge shotgun is probably the strongest shotgun. And the muzzleloader has a ton of knockdown power also. They're all super good. Hey Ivan, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Don't set the time to 12, Cash. Set the time to 12:32 if you're hunting whitetail on Layton. Otherwise, they have to take the time to travel. You want to set it to 12:32, that way they will immediately be teleported to their zones. And that should improve the amount of whitetail you see and how fast they get to their zones. That's one of the biggest things that I noticed that people forget to do, is to put the time a couple minutes past the latest drink time. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for the animals to travel to the zone, and sometimes it takes forever. Our animals often late to their zones only if you put the time to before their latest drink zone, like I was just talking about. You have to go a couple minutes past the latest drink zone, and then all animals should be at their zones. Is that... No, that's just a regular one. For some reason, I thought that might have been Mela. What do you mean, Tallboy? They need a new Bighorn multi-mount? Yeah, that'd be cool. 2 Bighorn fighting would be phenomenal. I would love a mount like that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We got all 4 of them here. That is such a funky deer. So is that, actually. Get both of those down. Okay, that's one of the bucks we already saw, so we should be good. I think what makes me sad about the delay is by the time I get it, PC will have gotten sick of the new map. It takes me quite a while to get sick of the new map, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Oh my gosh, our dog just teleported in front of a deer. You okay, sir? You don't look okay. Looks like something's wrong with you. You know, this is a perfect photo op time. Beautiful. That actually worked out pretty nicely. I'm glad that he stopped for a minute. Now let's try to find the other one. It shouldn't have gone too far. Did we get... Okay, good. For some reason I thought that was a non-vital blood splatter. What gun are you using? This is the 303. It comes with the Tiawaroa DLC. Guess those deer were taken to Funky Town? Something. I'm noticing a lot of wonky deer recently. Like this run, we've had a lot of strange looking deer. Happy birthday, Gulf Coast. That's awesome, dude. Glad you could make the stream also. Hey, Queen Lightheart, how's it going? Have this bug on PS4 where all the animals stay when I shoot at them. That happens pretty much everywhere, Panzer. It seems pretty random as to like what happens and like what causes it though. In multiplayer it can be like a connection issue, but if it's in single player, I'm not actually sure what causes it. But I've had it too. What's my favorite gun? The 6.5. 6.5 is my favorite gun. 303 is my second favorite gun. And then I'd say the air rifle's probably my third. What's my second favorite Great One rack? Either the really small one that has like a lot of mass. It looks kind of like flinters, but with less tines, and they're thicker and shorter. It's one that just recently started getting shot. Not a lot of people have found it. But I really like that one along with the drop tine rack. I think both of those are really cool, and I'd be okay with getting either of them. Oddly enough, I really don't necessarily like the rack that Flinter got as much as I do some of the others. Like, it's not bad, but it's just not my favorite. Yeah, Lil Arrow. Well, it's nice when the wolves do it because that's like a ton of free cash right there. Ton of free cash and they can't attack you. Are you gonna get the great one in the stream? I hope so. Let's hope we get a second one. It'd be kind of crazy though, because it's only been like 150 to 200 kills since the last one. So I don't think we will, but you never know. What gun do you recommend for whitetail hunting? Either the M1 or the 303. I feel like those are the two strongest. When it comes to guns that come with the base game, that you don't have to get a DLC to have, I would probably say 270 is the one that I would go with. Because you need to be able to do a follow-up shot, so the 7mm wouldn't be a good bet. I'd say 270 if you don't have any DLCs, but if you have the DLCs, M1 or 303. No clue, Trips. Hey, Panda, how's it going? Tacos? You should give me some tacos too, man. Mail some over. Through the internet. Email them over. Hey, AT Gaming. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. What's the easiest way to get money? As of now, I'd say geese are probably the easiest. Geese are so good for getting money. What's max Great One score? There is no max score for the Great One because they do have true racks. But the biggest one I've seen was like 640 something. I think it was like 643 or 646, something like that. Hey, 510, it's going pretty good. Been seeing a lot of decent deer pop out recently. I actually got a really good buck last night that will be probably in tomorrow's video. And you know what's crazy, guys? I spotted the buck on our last Great One Grinding live stream. As we were like scouting everything before I logged out, I actually spotted the deer and he was in the trees, so I didn't realize what he was. So that gives you guys an idea of what I found, but apparently I spotted him on stream and did not even realize what he was. How did we thread the needle there? I don't even know how we managed that. What gun do you recommend for turkeys? The 22 is what I usually use. If you want to go with the shotgun, though, the 12 gauge is a good bet. Yeah, tall boy, same here. I hope Lady gets hers soon. Same with Kill Clinton. They both deserve to get a great one. It's been ages since they started their grind and still haven't found them. Rip, Gleason, that's rough, man. That's really rough. Yeah, it's unfortunate they had to delay more, but as I was saying earlier, I think it's probably going to be for the better, because you guys will have less bugs, hopefully, on release. It'll give them more time to patch things that have issues. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully. Thanks, Marcus. Nothing yet, Landon. Thanks, Trips. I'm glad you enjoy. See another deer. There we go. We got 2 bucks in this herd now. Oh gosh, Angelo, that poor turkey. That poor turkey taking a Mosin round. That is unfair to that poor turkey. I think we got him. Yeah, we did. Nice. I was a little bit worried that we might have hit the doe, but I think we got him. How can I get my first diamond animal? So one of the biggest things is hunt around water. Hunting around water will greatly increase your chances of finding more animals, which in turn increases the chance of finding diamonds. Another thing that I could say is go into multiplayer servers, and by multiplayer servers I don't mean your own, like go into other people's multiplayer sessions and hunt around the water. It's going to give you a much higher chance of finding some stuff, and when you're in multiplayer you have the chance of getting onto a really good map that's got lots of diamonds. How many deer did you kill? To get the great one, it was like 3,700 roughly in total. But only 500 on Rancho del Arroyo. Water plus binoculars plus drink time? Oh yeah. It's the way to go. $3, that's good. How'd you get your great one so fast on this map? Doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Just going between like 10 of my herds and shooting $2 out of each. No! I whiffed hard on those shots. Oh my gosh, we actually nailed him that time though. Holy. Hey, Whitetail Slayer, it's been pretty good so far. Why hasn't yours been good? Okay, so think of it this way, Caleb. So there's no such thing as like working towards the Great One, really. Like, you can't increase your chances of finding it by killing a certain number of deer, right? It's a completely random spawn. Obviously, there's a higher chance of getting it off of like a level 3 diamond or something like that, but it could literally spawn off of any deer. So there's, even if they do like population wipes or if you switch maps, your chances of finding him don't go down. So there's not really anything when it goes to like transferring kills. That's why I've never understood why people get upset when there's some kind of like a whitetail population reset or something, because it's not affecting any of your progress. You're still going to be having the same chance of spawning him as you would any other time. So there's not really any such thing as like transferring your progress or whatever, because you can literally get him at any time. Hopefully that made sense. Hey, Creeble, how's it going? No need to repeat, my dude. I saw it the first time, I just didn't have a chance to reply yet. Well, yes, true, Tallboy, but that's not my point. My point is that it doesn't change your chances of finding a great one. I'm not talking about having to redo setups, I'm just talking about your chances of seeing a great one. They don't increase or decrease based on where you're grinding or if you get reset or anything like that. Where's this other deer? It's gotta be close. It's gotta be really close. Think he's onto something, thankfully. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tallboy. I'm not talking about, like, having to redo setups. I'm just saying that your chances of spawning him don't change. Which is why I was referring that towards, like, asking if, progress transfers over. There's not really any such thing as progress. The only progress you have is, like, you've killed this many bucks to get him. Doesn't matter where you're doing it. Technically, you could join a multiplayer session and shoot like 10 whitetail deer, reset the time, and you have a chance of having a great one. So any whitetail you kill is progress towards finding your great one. But it can happen literally at any time. Hey, Barnett, you haven't missed anything yet. You know, for once these are actually out in the open and visible from right here, so we're gonna shoot them from this tripod. Yeah, exactly, Nova, it is just luck. What I've been able to figure out over the years that I've played Call of the Wild is it really seems like diamonds, rares, great ones, they're all random chance. But the bigger the deer you're shooting, the higher the chance that something good will spawn off of it. So, for example, let's say you kill like a really big level 2, I'd say that probably has a slightly higher chance of spawning a diamond than a small level 2 would. I feel like that's the only thing that really influences it, is the size of deer you're finding. Will the great one respawn? No. I'm trying to think of what you mean by that. Are you talking about if you kill a great one, will another one spawn off of it? I mean, I guess it's possible. It's a very low chance, though. But I suppose that it could be a thing that could happen. It would be very rare, though. Great one I would like to see would be a great one bear that has scars and long teeth, blood dripping off of it. That could be cool. That could be a pretty cool great one. Yeah, exactly, Blitz, exactly. Just shot a diamond stag on parquet. Nice, Andre. That's awesome, dude. That's super awesome. Congrats. What scope do you recommend for the M1 and whitetail? I'd say that because the M1 has a little more recoil than some of the other guns in the game, I'd go with the Hyperion. Just because it's a little bit easier to adjust after your first shot. I also definitely recommend getting the recoil perks if you're using the M1. Which those are in shotguns category. Recoil management level 3 is huge for using the M1. It really helps so much. Nice. Nice, Kyla. That's awesome. Been smoking the whitetail. Splinter and Crow just have stupid good luck. I wouldn't call it luck for me. It took 3,700 kills to find that great one. I killed like 3,200 on Leighton and then killed like 500 on Rancho to get my great one, so... Definitely wouldn't call that luck. Or I wouldn't call it good luck, at least. It still took me ages. Want a great one muley or bobcat with scars and huge teeth and is white? That would be cool. That would be super cool. Tomorrow I gotta babysit a literal 6-year-old who doesn't like to listen, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, that's gonna be fun, Marcus. That's gonna be a fun time. Still can't believe this buck didn't get vitals. I felt like we were at the right range, but I guess we were just slightly too close for 300-0. What are you doing over here, buddy? What you doing? Couldn't have gone too far. Yeah, it's right here. I bet we hit vertebrae. A great one rabbit? Yes, please. I just want a great one rabbit that shakes the ground when it does its warning thump. If they do that, I'll be happy. I feel like that would just be hilarious. Any trophies yet? Nothing yet. Yes, Cole, there is a chance of getting a rare great one. And as far as I understand, the chances of a great one having a rare fur type is a little bit higher than the chances of a normal deer having a rare fur type. But because of the fact that great ones are so rare, it's still extremely hard to find. Like, as far as I understand, like, the chances of getting, like, a normal rare whitetail is like 1 in 2,000 or like 1 in 1,000 or, you know, something crazy like that. I know a melanistic is like 1 in 2,500 chance of having it spawn. And the great one's roughly the same. And then a rare great one on top of that is like 1 in 100. Like, once you get a great one, there's like a 1 in 100 chance of it being a rare one. So it's very hard to get. But it does have a higher chance of having a rare fur type than a normal whitetail does. It's kind of confusing the way they have it set up, but as far as I understand, that seems to be the way it is. Just from what I remember TK saying on one of their initial live streams when they first revealed the great one. I believe that's something that he mentioned, is that it's got a higher chance of getting a rare fur type. Bugs Bunny is the great one rabbit? Yes, that works. Hey, Whitetail Hunter. Nothing yet. Thanks, YT Life. Antelope jackrabbit with actual antlers. It's gotta have, like, pronghorn horns, though. Then it can actually be an antelope. That would be amazing. Oh my gosh, float goat. Yes. Wish there was labs in Call of the Wild. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm sure we'll eventually get them. What great one would go well in an Everglades map? I don't know. Maybe a great one gator. Something like that, Harley. Something like that. I think it would be calculated a little bit different than that, though. I'm trying to remember exactly how you would do that. Yeah, I think you're right. You have like a 1 in 2,500 chance of spawning the great one, and then that great one has a 1 in 100 chance of being a rare. But all those are just like estimated numbers. It's not like the official numbers. Just estimated numbers. No, don't turn on me. What map do you want next? I mean, now that we got the desert map that I wanted, I think that the next thing I'd want is another Africa map. Africa 2 is my next most wanted. Is your Hunt Club beta enabled? What are the downsides of disabling it? I've got mine turned off. The only thing that happens when you turn it off is you can't visit other people's trophy lodges, but that's not really that important anyway, so you don't really lose anything. There used to be competitions that they would do, or not necessarily competitions, but missions that you could complete through Hunt Club, but it's undergoing maintenance right now, so they haven't had those in a while. So as of now, there's not really any downside to disabling it, but it appears to make your respawns better for animals when you turn it off. Obviously, it's not 100% confirmed whether that's the case, but it definitely seems like it. Like, I've noticed that my bucks are way more consistent, and they seem to be spawning more 85 to 100s ever since I turned Hunt Club Beta off. So I do feel like there is something to that. Great one lion, but it's melanistic? That would be amazing. That would be really cool. Do you have a fallow deer guide? No, I don't. I don't really hunt the fallow deer too much. And people have already done fallow deer guides that are good, so I just didn't bother with one. I mean, I've done a couple, quick, like, hotspot guides for Rancho Cole. I did one on the best spot on the map, and then I've also done a whitetail guide. I don't know if I'll do a full hotspot guide, though, because I think all of the above already has a guide for Rancho. A, like, hotspot heat map guide. Fabled Mela for Red Deer Great One, please. That would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't hurt to try, tall boy. And switching it up can sometimes make things more fun, too. Yeah, I want Doll Sheep, too. Of course, Kyla would say something to fallow deer. Yes, fallow deer is indeed what we mentioned. Talking about fallow deer guides. Blue Bobcat isn't uncommon. Decent buck there. Nice, Paul. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Where's the big 85 to 100 buck? Okay, that's him right there. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna get that guy. But we got that one. Mellow Red Deer is basically a great one in itself. Yeah, pretty much. Those things are so hard to find. Been wanting one for so long and still haven't found it. Definitely not Whitetail Slayer. Sony and Microsoft, like, denied their certification as far as I understand, so it wasn't even their fault this time. Sony and Microsoft were just straight up like, nah, your patch isn't ready, go work on it some more. So they're gonna fix some more bugs and stuff like that, and then try again. So it's not entirely their fault this time. See if we can find these other deer. We wounded this one and then dropped that one. Hey, James, how's it going? Oh yeah, this would be an amazing spot for that tentacles. I would love to see a great one come out of this zone. It would be so cool. Do it, Kyla, make the guide. Everybody needs it. There's a lot of people that request a fallow deer guide. A lot of people request it all the time. Like, the only fallow deer guides that I know of are out of date. Because I know Kill Clinton has some fallow deer guides for Hirschfelden, but they're both out of date as far as I know. Ah, man, real cringeless, that's rough. I mean, it's nice that you got a couple level 3s out of it, but it's sad that they're trolls. Nice, Blitz. I haven't been erasing my doe-only zones either. I've been keeping them. Because then I know that something's not going to spawn back there. Nothing yet. Might need to go back further. Oh, I didn't even change the time. What am I doing, guys? I didn't even change the time. Oh, that's not good, Somewhat Smart. That's not good, my dude. How do you find rares in single player? Killing a lot of animals. Killing a ton of them and just hoping that one spawns back as a rare. Like, to get my rare whitetail, my first rare whitetail, it took 500 plus kills on Rancho for whitetail. And then I finally got a piebald to spawn. Just takes a lot of effort. Eventually they will spawn. Same with diamonds. Just kill a lot of bucks. And eventually you'll get diamonds and rares. But it usually takes at least a couple hundred kills. You can get lucky sometimes and get them faster, but usually you gotta kill a couple hundred. Is it worth resetting the game? It really depends. I mean, I haven't really done it myself, so I'm not really too knowledgeable on it, but I know there's a few people in chat that have reset their game multiple times that could probably help you out with that. Hey, Hollow Crow, how's it going? Should leave for 10 minutes halfway through the stream because that's the only time you get great ones. Do it, Billy. Do it. Give us the great one luck. Hello? Is there just nothing here? Jeez, Blitz, you're so close to 5,000. Jeez, man. Oh no, Whitetail Slayer. I've done that before, man. It's always unfortunate. But it happens. It happens, man. I would just get your ATV out, honestly. Small pheasant. I think that's the only two. Alright, tall boy. Hey, Boo, how's it going? Would love to see a new weapon pack as the next DLC. Me too. I think we are long overdue for a new weapon pack. Okay, we got $2 there. See what's running out. There's a buck there. Buck there. So we got 2 more bucks in that herd. Looks like over here is still just does. What are these guys even doing? They are acting so strange. It's about 238 away. There we go. Got both of those. I mean, it could, Harley, because usually it's not just a weapon pack. Usually they would have something else along with it, like a new True-Rax for a species or something like that. Welcome back, Call the Wild Gaming. Sounds about right, somewhat smart. It's good I'm always slacking. Well, I think that means we're gonna get a great one, Billy. We're gonna get another great one. I feel it. Nice, real cringeless. What is hunting pressure, or whatever the little purple circle is called? So hunting pressure essentially is like how likely animals are to be... I guess like the more hunting pressure you have, the less likely animals are going to hang out in that area. And also if you have too much hunting pressure, it can actually delete need zones that you have in that area. So because we have hunting pressure here, if we were to shoot 4 animals over this spot without being in a stand or anything like that, it would delete the zone because it would have too much hunting pressure. So the safe thing to always do is to only shoot like 2 to 3 animals in one spot. And as long as you do that, hunting pressure won't be too much of an issue. And then the way that you remove hunting pressure is just by hunting stuff in different parts of the map. But yeah, essentially hunting pressure just makes it so the animals are less likely to go to those areas, or they might be a little more skittish in those areas. There's the other one. I was gonna say, where did it go? Yeah, same tentacles. I want a 308 also. I hope we get it, but I don't know if we will. Yeah, trail cams would be good. I could see those being pretty useful. Imagine seeing a great one on a trail cam. I think that'd be fun. Do it, James. Nice, Kaloa. Single line of code with a space or something in the wrong spot could break the game. Hundreds, if not thousands of lines of code they have to read, edit, test. Yeah, exactly, Blitz. It's easy to mess something up. Especially when you have a small dev team like they do. I'm still, like, incredibly surprised that they are able to make this game as large and expansive as it is with as small of a team as they have. Still blows my mind. Like, it's no wonder that they have issues with bugs. This game is on such a large scale for a dev team their size. Did he? He bolted as I shot, so I missed him. No. Oh well. It is what it is. How much hunting pressure would it take to delete a need zone? Tier 4 hunting pressure, which is 4 animals killed over the same spot without using a stand. As long as you kill 3 or less, then you're usually good. It is called Expansive Worlds for a reason. True. True, true. No clue, John. I doubt it. Because it also has to be, you know, whatever they can do within their budget. Since Call of the Wild is a bit of a niche game, not as many people are into hunting games as other game genres. I think the new weapon class should have an 870 shotgun, 700 Remington rifle. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be pretty cool. You know of a hotspot in Africa? Yes, there is. There's one hotspot that I really like myself, and it's kind of like in the southeast of the map. There's a lookout tower on top of a hill, and it's got so many Cape buffalo and warthogs. Like, it is truly insane how many are there. If I was on for hunger right now, I'd show you, but it's hard to show without actually being on there. Are they not back here? Where's our deer? Interesting, they're not here. That's a first. What's my favorite diamond? Definitely the red deer. Oh yeah, that's true, Hollow. I didn't even think of that. They run off their own engine too, so that does make things harder. Like, they're not working off of Unity or Unreal Engine or any of those things. They're using their own Avalanche engine. So that does make it harder. Because a lot of the stuff, when something goes wrong, they have to troubleshoot it themselves. They don't really have, like, something to go off of. I didn't even think of that. What was that? It just went through him. You guys saw that, right? That went through him. That went through him. What was that? Nice, DJ. That's awesome. Do you hunt IRL? Yes, Tentacles, I do. It's been years since I've done it, though. Yeah, same, Thunder Nova. Like, even if I played on console, I wouldn't be too mad because they're delaying it to fix bugs. And I feel like fixing bugs is definitely important with the amount of bugs and stuff that we have right now. It sucks, sure. Like, it's not good that it got delayed, but I'd definitely say that most people would rather have bug fixes than a broken product. Yeah, Call of the Wild Gaming. It's a complex thing. Did you miss me? Indeed, DJ. Glad to have you back, man. I think the new weapon class... I already read that, Robert. Why are you repeating it again? I literally read it off on stream, and you're repeating it for some reason. Why? Did you get anything good? Not yet. We just shot a pretty big buck, and for some reason the bullet went right through him. So I ended up messing him up on my second shot. Welcome back, James. Why does it say console delayed? Because console got delayed. Feel like getting the ugly T-Rex Diamond Mule Deer before the patch comes? I mean, you could, but I think it's gonna fix it if you do end up getting it. Because, I'll have to show you guys this later, but one of my broken mule deer that I had in one of my backup lodges got fixed with this update. So, even if you get the broken mule deer rack, I don't think it'll stay broken when the update hits. I think it'll actually fix it. Wait, what made you laugh? I'm trying to remember what I even said. Yeah, that is true. You're one of the first people that I've actually seen read the pinned comments. That's actually amazing. You should hunt IRL in New Zealand, hunt all year round, no seasons except for ducks. I want to eventually, man. Like, one of these days I'd love to hunt in New Zealand, but I hate planes, so I don't know how that would work. The console delayed part. Well, I mean, it's true. That's, it says it's delayed because it's delayed. We need a map with sandbar deer? Yes, that would be nice. Sandbar and Rusa, please. Give us sandbar, Rusa, Bantang. I want all of those on a map. Especially the Bantang. I love those things. That's why I wanted it to be a pinned comment. Yes, and it's in all caps, so it makes it more visible. Wow, Boo, that's insane. That's a monster. I wish mine hadn't trolled. But that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. These are not arriving. That's a little strange. Maybe we'll have to just go to a different zone. Yeah, this is where we kill the Great One. It's been a pretty decent zone after that, too, so I'm hoping that it'll produce our second Great One. Imagine if we get the second Great One from the same spot as the first. Great One for Piccabean Bay. Could you imagine, like, a Great One water buffalo? I don't think Kyla would ever hunt on Parquet again. Yeah, but the thing is, like, when it comes to, like, zones not showing up or being late, I've noticed that it's only after I've hunted them. It's only after I've hunted them, and usually what I've found is that it usually means that I forgot to pick an animal up. Or, like, I accidentally hit another animal and didn't realize it, so there's a dead one somewhere and they're just not coming back because of that. And sometimes it's just because they're still spooked. It's weird, like, it makes no sense half of the time. Decent buck. Tiny buck. I think those are the only two, though. Nice. Yeah, I think that's usually what happens. It's usually an animal that's making it so they're not coming back. So that means that those two zones that we just had them not show up at, there's probably a dead deer somewhere that I just forgot to pick up. Oh, they do, Senor Rage? I mean, I would imagine. I mean, like, boars and feral pigs and stuff like that, they smell pretty bad, too. Yeah, Blitz, sometimes that's what you have to do. I have to do that occasionally also. Like, not all the time. A lot of times I'll be able to just keep hunting without any issues, but occasionally I do have Just for some reason, a few herds not show up, so I have to restart. Been saying Great One Water Buffalo, where his horns make a full circle almost? That would be insane. That would be just insane. Okay, so... we didn't get our respawns here. This is the buck that we left last time, so we can't shoot anything out of that spot. Nice, Drew, that's awesome. Sounds like you're having a pretty good day, man. I don't see a buck here either. It's not their fault, Redux. As much as you'd like to blame them, it's not their fault. Sony and Microsoft didn't certify the patch, so they have to fix more bugs out of it. Then they'll be able to get it certified. Which, I feel like you should be more happy than disappointed, because you're going to get less of a buggy product when it finally does release. And I think that's what pretty much everybody would prefer, is less bugs. Can't imagine anybody preferring to have a buggy release. What time is mule deer drink time? On Rancho, it's 14. 14 or for 14:30. If you want to make sure that everything's at their zone, I would do 14:30. It's a decent whitetail. Of course, he's all the way tucked back. They do that way too often. I mean, yeah, in a sense, senor. Sony and Microsoft probably want to see a great one added? Yes. That's actually why they were like, nah, man, you need a second great one. It's been too long. A lot of times, you can't actually find all the bugs just from internal testing, because there's really no way to know how it's going to react when you push it out to live servers. Because everybody's PC is different. To test it on every single rig, it would be extremely difficult. On console, it's a little bit different. I don't know too much about console, so I can't really speak on that too much, but I know for a fact that for PC, each different combination of PC parts can cause different bugs. And then also, some things just slip by in testing. I think if anything, it's more of the testers that are at fault there if they don't find them. There we go. Nice Call to Wild Gaming. That's pretty lucky. Thanks, Drew. Oh, I forgot to look over here. Forgot to check for the deer on that side. Like I've said, Senor, you can feel free to vent. I'm not going to get mad at somebody for venting their opinions. Like I said, I love having conversations with you guys, because everybody thinks differently about different things, so it's nice to get everybody's point of view on things. Because I've already got, like, my point of view, but it is nice to know, like, what other people feel. Hey, Davis, how's it going? Tarkov tonight? Maybe. I did finally hit level 14, so I've got level 2 Peacekeeper unlocked. Which means I have access to some better gear finally. So we might end up doing a Tarkov stream, but I gotta get recording for tomorrow done first. Just had an eye-opener and have full sympathy for EW. They have a small team, and yeah, you can't find all the bugs. Take back what I said. I'll wait as long as it takes. That sounds sarcastic, but I'm not lying. No, I believe you. I think a lot of times And I don't blame anybody for this because it's really easy to do. I used to be the same way. It's really easy to just look at the bugs and be like, how did you not find this? But when you're actually developing it, it's a little different than when you're actually playing it. They can't put in the amount of hours that we do and the sheer amount of people that are playing it once it's released. Because in testing, it's, you know, maybe 5 or 6 people testing it and then like 30 people developing it. So it's not like there's a huge amount of people that are testing for bugs. Not nearly as many as when you actually push a patch out. I don't know, James. I think they have a chance. Since they do have TrueRex, there's always a chance that they could make it. What's your secret to getting $4 million in the game? Playing a lot and shooting a lot of animals. I do quite a bit of mountain lion hunting and whitetail grinding and red deer grinding, so all that type of stuff combined just builds the cash up. Because mountain lions are like 1,500 a piece, and there was some live streams where I'd kill like 50 or 60 mountain lions. A lot of it's just accumulated over time from normal hunting. Because I've already got all the tents and ground blinds and tripods and tree stands that I could possibly need, so I don't have to spend money on those anymore. And that's how I build a lot of my money up. When this map first released, I dropped down to like 3.8 million, and I'm back up to 4,047,000, and that's just from hunting whitetail. Just from hunting whitetail and then some of the multiplayer hunting that I've done for like mule deer and stuff like that. A lot of it's just from my normal grinds. You'd hunt on Silver Ridge Peaks? We probably will go back to Silver Ridge soon. I would like to get back to the turkey grind, and then I kind of want redemption for that troll piebald rocky elk. I kind of want to get an actual diamond one. Bison still don't get TrueRex because they don't really need them. They've talked about this in the past. They're not going to do TrueRex for bison because there's not really much that you could gain out of doing it. There's not really much, like, differences that you would see. So they're not going to do it for the bison. But, I mean, like anything, if we want it, then they'll do it. Nice, J-Sip, that's awesome. Can you do a goose hunt vid here soon? That's another thing I want to get back into, is some goose hunting. Because I watched Kill Clinton do it a little bit, and they look so much fun now. I still need to get a light gray leucistic goose also. That's a rare I still don't have. Probably quite a bit, Johnny. Probably quite a bit. What are Rancho missions like? I haven't played them yet, so I'm not 100% sure. I've heard they're good, though. But I haven't really listened to much about them because I don't want any spoilers for when I actually play them. Same to you, Robert. Happy late 4th. It is a couple days past it, but right back at you. Is Rancho coming out later than originally? Because yes, it is coming out a little bit later than initially thought. They apparently are gonna fix a bunch of the bugs first. But, I mean, having bug fixes is never a bad thing, so let's just hope it is actually fixed for you guys, because there was some issues on the PC release that are pretty rough. It's definitely not their worst release. I think the release with Tiawaroa and the release with the Bloodhounds were definitely worse when it comes to bugs, but there's still quite a few bad ones with this update, like the lag on Verhonga, the lag here on Rancho when you get near the big herds of whitetail, the Kuso not firing sometimes, and then you having to reload. Like, that type of stuff is definitely not great. But other than that, it's been pretty decent. I've definitely had more fun this update than I did with the Bloodhounds or with Tiawaroa. Even though Tiawaroa is my favorite, one of my favorite maps, I still had more fun with this. This buck is just not cooperating. Hey, Okay, we did get him. We did manage to get him just barely. What are you doing, sir? Do a missions video on Rancho? I want to do something like that. Come on. Why are you floating? No. Well, guess we're gonna wait for him. What's your best lake for whitetail? So far, I've noticed that this is one of the best ones. I really like this one. It's very consistent. I always get my bucks to respawn here. I don't have any issues with them. This lake up here is really good too at Bosque Alto. And this tiny lake above it is also really good. There's only one drink zone, but there is so many deer at that drink zone. Yeah, it's understandable, Mr. Lazy. I like Tiaroa a lot because it's really good for red deer, and then Sika deer are one of my favorite species in the game, so having both of those on there made me love the map more than a lot of people did. But I can definitely see why some people don't like it. If you're not a huge fan of deer species and don't necessarily like hunting red deer at night, then it definitely won't appeal to everyone. You found a plains bison in the water? I guess it's a water bison then. Mocha is a great one fur type for moose. That would be so cool, actually. That would be such a cool way to implement like a mission skin for an animal. Nice, Corey. I mean, you're doing something right if you're getting yourself a bunch of rares. Even if you haven't found the diamonds, getting a bunch of rares is pretty good too. I have no clue, Johnny. I have no clue. I have not played any other map besides Verhonga since release. Since the Rancho release. We might have to test out some of the other reserves soon. Just kind of see what's going on with them. Where are they? There's $2. Got any rare diamonds? Not yet. I really want one, but I have yet to see a rare diamond. That's a strange looking buck. 3, 4, 5, 6. I see at least $6. $7, maybe $8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it is just 6, actually. I think that should be good. Nice, we got him too. Nice, friendly neighborhood content creator. I mean, it's still an enjoyable game even with the bugs. Like, we wouldn't continue to play it with all, like, through all the bugs if it wasn't a good game, you know? Like, it's still an enjoyable game that I have a lot of fun on. Even with its issues, you just gotta find ways to work around them until they get fixed. That's how I keep my enjoyment of the game going, even through bugs and stuff like that. I just find ways to work around them, focus on stuff that isn't bugged, and then it's still enjoyable. Like right now, Rancho whitetail hunting is some of the most fun I've had. It is just so much fun compared to Leighton whitetail. And you avoid almost all the bugs that were brought into the game with this update just by doing this. So that's kept me interested in having fun. There it is. There's the other one. I don't know if we shot a fourth. I can't remember. Did we shoot 4 or did we shoot 3, guys? I can't remember. I think we shot 4. Oh yeah, he's looking at another one. We definitely shot 4. So normally I wouldn't shoot more than 2, but I'm trying to test to see if this herd will stop spawning bucks. And if it does, it should start putting those bucks into other herds on the map, which will be good for us if it puts them in some of our main herds. Nobody knows, Ross. Nobody quite knows. That's another 85 to 100 buck. I don't know where he was hiding, but I'm kind of sad I missed him. We're also really close to max leveling our dog. We're 36% of the way through level 29. Hey, Jamie, how's it going? Let's go ahead and reset the time. Have you done a pheasant grind yet? Not yet, but I do want to get into that soon. If you could add one thing to Call of the Wild, what would you add? I'd add a brand new game mode. I would add a classic mode where it's got more realistic settings, less animals, no need zones, slightly higher chances of good stuff because of the fact that there's less animals, like little things like that. Something to make it feel more like the Hunter Classic. That would be my, the one thing that I would add to the game. And then I think that if they ever do that type of thing, what they should do is make it so there's an indicator on the trophy shot screen or whatever. The kill screen, they should make an indicator that says whether it was shot in the normal game mode or if it was shot in hardcore or classic mode or whatever you would want to call it. I think that could be fun. Oh yeah, that too, Johnny. That would also be good. Hey, Faith, how's it going? Glad you could make it to one. It's unfortunate you weren't able to make it here the day we got the great one. Random piebald fur generations, that would be amazing too. That's something else that I've wanted. Ooh, that's a good buck. Solid whitetail deer. It's definitely going to be a good one to get down. Definitely a solid one. Respawns should work even without restarting the game. I haven't been restarting and I've been getting my respawns back. Some of the biggest things to remember when trying to get respawns is it seems like the more animals that you shoot, the more, or like the faster your respawns return. And also make sure to claim every single animal that you shoot. Don't let any of them stay unclaimed because that seems to stop respawns. Couple decent deer. What are these guys doing running over here? Not the shot I was hoping to get. Trying to get neck, but I missed. Hopefully that was good. I can't tell. Well, we may never know. There should be true rack does. I don't even know how you would do that. Oh, gotcha, Faith. That's understandable. I We need kangaroos. If I'm being honest, I don't see the fun in hunting kangaroos. I don't get it. I don't get why people want kangaroos. Like, I've hunted them in the Hunter Classic, and they're just not that interesting to me. Had a level 3 diamond whitetail deer, and it was albino, but it was like the render glitch and was invisible, but I could claim it. When I did, it immediately went away, and I could not tax it. Okay, so what happens, or what you should do when that happens, and I try to mention this as much as I can, because it seems like there's a lot of people that don't know about this. But if you kill an animal and you forget to tax it, or for some reason it doesn't let you, as long as you don't shoot anything after, or don't claim anything after, you can still tax it. You have to go to your lodge and go to the trophy manager, and it'll be like above the list of animals that you have taxed. And you'll be able to tax it from there. So if you ever have that happen again, just go into your trophy lodge and go into the trophy manager, and you should be able to tax it from there. And that'll save you on a lot of things. I had to do that with a melanistic turkey once because I clicked out of it without realizing it was Mela. And so I had to go back into my trophy manager and tax it from there. Alright, later, Blitz. Later, my dude. What about people that don't have lodges? I'm not sure. Not sure how you work the trophy manager from there. But if you don't have the lodges, most people aren't really going to be taxing. Yeah, no problem, Xander. Hopefully it'll save you in the future from that type of thing happening. No, Realfoot. Read the pinned message. Hey, Jack, how's it going? What traits do you have for the dog? Let's see. I forgot what I did for this one. We've got Shortcut because it's really good. Nosy. We've got Howl just for like a... just because. We got Sharp, which makes your dog focus more. We got Close, which keeps your dog close to you. And then for level 30, I'm going to do Master Tracker. Yeah, I bet, Xander, that would be really unfortunate to lose. That is a tiny buck right there. Super small. Smoked him. Oh my gosh, hello there. Oh my gosh. That was great. Yes, John, if you create a multiplayer, it'll be the same as your single player. And as long as you're still in the session, anything that happens in that multiplayer will transfer to your single player map. Which is why when you play multiplayer, it's always good to be mindful of, like, hunting pressure and stuff like that. How do you see how many deer you killed? You can't see how many you've killed, you just have to keep track of it yourself. That's what I've been doing, just keeping count every time I play and hunt some whitetail. I just keep track of how many I kill. And you just do that through the codex. I look at how many kills I have on animals and then just keep track of what I had before I started and what I had when I ended. True, Johnny, but I guess it would still have the score, right? Like, it would still show as a diamond. Okay, we definitely have something going on here. There's got to be an animal we missed or something like that, because they still aren't back. And this has been 2 runs, so we're going to go investigate this area and kind of see what's going on. Oh, you did, Dwarfy? That's hilarious. That's a little bit harder to get out of there than a white-tailed doe, I would imagine. Angry camper. Something. Oh, no worries, Realfoot. But yeah, nobody knows yet. There's no release date. The easiest way to find out if there's a release date, guys, is just go on to Expansive Worlds, or not Expansive Worlds, but the Hunter Call of the Wild's Facebook page, or the Hunter Call of the Wild's Twitter page. Those are both places where they will post the information. That and also the Discord. They will post it there before us creators will ever know anything. We find out the same time you guys do. Wait, that's a thing, Davis? Is that actually a thing? I did not know that you could get a diamond level 8. Do you have screenshots of that? I'd be really interested in seeing that. Because I didn't think it was possible. How much longer is the stream? Probably like another 45 minutes, maybe. Give or take a few. Come on, put your head down. Or just chill like that. That works too. That faceplant, though. Yeah, if somebody's level 63, best one, that means they're hacking. Anybody that's above level 60 is a hacker. You guys are broken. Got trolled by a level 9 mountain lion? That's not good, Whitetail Hunter. Sorry to hear that, man. You'll get a diamond one next time. Well, I think he's talking about a regular lion, not a mountain lion. What are you guys doing, huh? What you looking at? If it hits, it hits. Beautiful. Yeah, I know that, Redux. Hacking and modding are the same thing. It's still cheating regardless. Hacks and mods are the exact same thing because it's not supposed to be able to happen. Or you're not supposed to be able to do it. Nice, Hyper. That seems like it's pretty rare. I haven't seen too many level 1 wild boars. Hey, Luke, you haven't missed much. In a way, Tallboy. I don't think that's nearly as bad, but it still takes money out of the developers' pockets because it might make people less likely to buy their weapon packs and stuff. So in a way, it's still taking money out of the devs' pockets. So I still don't think they'd be okay with it. Hey, J-Ham, how's it going? Oh, hold on, I just heard something fall. I'll be right back. Well, that was great. One of our little, like, shelves fell off our wall. Just fell off the wall. Out of nowhere. Is this all that's here is just one doe? I mean, it's not coming to the call regardless, so... Just go over here. What if he comes back to a great one? That would be amazing. Anything break? I have no idea. I'm in the middle of streaming, so I can't deal with it right now. I'll have to go check it out after. Saw another buck. We got him, and then there's one other. That's IKEA for you, but it wasn't. It wasn't IKEA. It was Amazon. I think, at least. I actually don't know. But there's actually no IKEA in Oregon. The closest one's Washington, I believe. She's doing good, Hunter Dunford. Where did you hunt the bobcats? Down here is where I was hunting them. And then also this lake. These two lakes right here. They're both really good. Portland has an IKEA? It didn't look like it when I looked it up. I was searching for one like 3 months ago and I couldn't find one. It said the closest one was in Washington. That's Amazon for you. There we go. That's better. If it's a male, 0. If it's a male Gemsbach, then yeah. That's pretty rare. Hey, Watcher, how's it going? Welcome back. I recommend the Smoking Barrels weapon pack. It's really good. Yes, best one. I have seen that before. It happens occasionally. It's not super common, but occasionally you will get one that has really small antlers and scores really low. Yeah, true, Boo. It is really good. Using the 22 for the 22 trick is so nice. Okay, still no respawns there, so I'm not going to shoot anything. We claimed both of the bucks on that side, so we shouldn't have any issues with that. It's definitely possible, Hyper. Definitely a possibility. That's a good buck there. Look at that beast of a whitetail. That's a big male if I've ever seen one. I think that's the only buck there, though. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, I remember the days of the level 6 mule deer. That was always so strange to see 6s and 7s for mule deer. It was always so weird. 235, that's a good deer. That's a solid buck. Can't complain there. Nothing's a beast after the great one. True, but still a nice buck. I still get excited over seeing a big diamond whitetail or even a small diamond whitetail or a large level 2. It's still nice to see either way because it means that you're getting some good spawns. So it still gets me excited. It is possible to mod on console, it's just very rare. You don't see it very often, but it is possible. Nice, KG. I don't think you can do the 22 trick with any other gun. Had a whitetail scoring 260 to 286, messed him up, restarted my map before he died, but got a different buck. Yeah, as far as I understand, they patched that to where you can't restart it to save the deer. If you restart, it'll just respawn as something else. And I believe they did that so people couldn't go back and try to get a second shot on an animal. Because it's not really how the game was intended to be played. Nice, Cash. Yeah, it's pretty good, best one. What gun are you using? This is the 303. It's part of the T. Awaroa map DLC. I don't see anything over there. Little strange. Air rifle can work sometimes for the 22 trick. I actually haven't tried that. Interesting. Didn't know that. Oh, that's rough, YouTube and Yak. That's rough, man. It happens, though. Hey, Suma, how's it going? Feeding snakes tonight? Nice, dude. That's awesome. And before you ask, yes, I do remember that you're Ball Python. I do remember who you are. How long does it take for respawns to spawn into the game? They should come back the second that you reset the time. And they actually happen instantly, but they have to take time to travel back to that zone. So, resetting the time ensures that they will be back there faster. But I have noticed that if you don't shoot very many animals and then try to reset the time, it doesn't always work. So I would definitely recommend shooting like at least 10 to 15 animals before resetting the time for respawns. It seems to be more consistent when you do that. Nice, best one. Yeah, SRP has tons of need zones. It's a really, really animal-heavy map. Like, there's so many animals compared to a lot of... Oh. That's a different 35 to 45. I've been looking at a common track the last couple days that's a mythical. That's a tan. We might have ourselves a level 9, possibly. I never did check to see what the respawn from our diamond red one was. So maybe it's possible? We might have to change the time to Bobcat time soon. And just look around a little bit. Really, Johnny? That's insane. I might have to give that a try. Well, that's not good, Austin. That's really not good, man. Sorry to hear that. How much longer is the stream gonna last? I'm not sure. How long have we been streaming so far? We've been going for an hour and 42 minutes. We got like 18 minutes left. Roughly 18 minutes left in the stream. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I finally did get the new RAM for my PC in, so I can actually stream Tarkov on other maps instead of just Factory. So that means that I don't have to worry about crashing as much when I'm playing Tarkov. So, the next Tarkov stream should be a little more It should have a little bit more variety. We can actually do the stuff that we want to do instead of being restricted to just factory. Will you stream again today? Possibly. I might come back later today with a Tarkov stream, but I gotta get a video made for tomorrow first. Where's all the bucks? We got our dough, but that's it. Odd. Alright, later, Gist. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, no worries, Xander. Just watching the streams and hitting the like button is enough support. For those of you that didn't know, just hitting the like button on my videos helps incredibly. Like, it really does help so much just liking the videos and leaving a comment under them. Even if the comment is just like one word, it helps a lot. That's not bad, Dylan. That's not bad. I would try to push that up to 30 if you can. If you can push it up to where you're getting like 30 an hour, that's like really good. But 20's not bad. 20 is decent. I'm not even sure how much I get per hour. We've been going for an hour and 42 currently. Let's see, we're at 774. Let me find where we were when we started. That's like... We've killed 53 deer in an hour and 42 minutes. So I'd say I'm getting roughly 30 an hour. So yeah, 20's not bad. Well, hello there. You know, I think this herd is actually respawning bucks, which is rare with the mega herds. But that's what was happening with Blitz also. He was getting them to respawn too, and it seems like the same thing's happening for me. They're actually respawning. There's another 85 to 100. I honestly expected them to just slowly deplete. But it looks like they're actually cooperating. That's so nice. Do you grind for rare diamonds on other maps? A little bit. I've been trying to get a rare diamond mountain lion or turkey also. We did quite a bit of grinding for that before this map released. Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing the same here, Blitz, because this zone I don't necessarily care if it eventually gets deleted, so if I can just take out like $4 or $5 to speed up the process a little bit, then I'll definitely be doing that. But that's the first time I've got two nice 85 to 100s out of here, so that's pretty nice. I'm happy with that. 215. And the last one we completely butchered. But it should still go down with no issues. Gray is uncommon. Nice, Blitz. Doesn't surprise me, it seems like a good one. And yours is like twice the size of my herd. I'm guessing you have two of those mega herds using the same zone. You should, best one. You definitely are getting respawns. They're probably just spawning in different parts of the map. Something that a lot of people don't know is that, especially with the larger herds of whitetail deer, if you shoot them, a lot of times they spawn in different herds or in brand new herds, so you just gotta search more of your map and you'll find them. You will always be getting respawns. Just because they don't go to the same zone doesn't mean you're not getting them. You gotta search every inch of your map during their drink time to truly know what's going on. And I feel like Rancho has really shown that to me. Like, since the whitetail are all in pretty easy to find areas, I've been able to keep track of where they go, and I do get random herds just like repopulating with deer, even though I didn't shoot them out of that herd. There is mega herds on Layton right now. The only thing about it, though, is a lot of times when you shoot deer out of it, they end up spawning in different herds instead of the mega herd. I think the only uncommon for black bear is blonde, but even that one's not really an uncommon because a lot of people still find it. I think most of them are considered common for black bear. The only one that could be argued as an uncommon is the blonde. Jeez, Johnny, that's a lot. I've only got one, and then 2 trolls. Had 10 bucks, but only 5 does now. Like I said, they spawned in different herds. It's a bug with the mega herds. For some reason, if you shoot bucks out of them, the bucks go into new herds. So all the bucks that you shot out of those mega herds have appeared in different parts of the map than where you shot them. So the only way to find them would be to go looking in areas you haven't checked. Yes, I agree, John. I don't think melanistic's a thing for them, but albino, spirit, and glacier would be awesome fur types for the black bear. Would love to be able to get a spirit bear. Because, believe it or not, the brown bear spirit bear that we have right now, that's not even a real thing. It's not even a real thing, and they made it the wrong color. It's supposed to be for black bear, and they're more of like a whitish cream color. There's a doe there. Beautiful. Your second ever was a gray, jeez. Do you know? No. Nobody knows, Andrew. Nobody knows. Jeez, Casey, you're getting way better luck than I have when it comes to diamonds. I've only had 3 diamonds, man, this whole time. 3 diamonds, 0 trolls on the grind. Like, even though I got my great one after 500 kills... Oh, and by the way, Casey, I found out it was not 693. I miscalculated. I forgot to take out the gaps in between codex numbers where I was like hunting in multiplayer and killing other stuff. So I actually killed 500 on the dot to get the great one. And I only had 1 diamond respawn the whole time. And then I got a piebald right after the great one, and I got a diamond yesterday. And then I got another rare last night, but I haven't put the video up, so I'm not going to say what it is. Yeah, I'm not getting hardly any 3s, man. You're getting extremely lucky. Like, your luck on the 3s has been through the roof. I've barely seen any. And as far as I've seen, we're doing the same thing. Just shooting our 2 bucks from all of our herds and moving on. We've killed like 60 bucks today. And best thing we got was like 239. Oh, really, Dwarfy? Yeah, the M1 is class 4 to 8. Works amazing for whitetail. No rares. I've had the same amount of rares as diamonds when it comes to respawns. I've had 3 diamonds, but one of them was an initial spawn, so I don't really count that as being like a respawn towards the grind or whatever. But I've had 2 respawn diamonds and 2 rares. And then the initial spawn diamond. This has been the only buck in this herd the last like 3 runs. 100 today, 2 diamonds. Jeez, dude. Oh, it did? Your turkey respawned as another? I think your map is just, like, insane. That's what it sounds like to me. You just have a really good map. I'm guessing your great one's gonna be around 800 kills. That would be my predictions. Jeez, Cody. What you're seeing is probably you're at a different time, I would imagine, Cody. Because each animal has a specific time that they're drinking. So if you go to 12:32, if you switch your time to 12:32, you should have those whitetail back there instead of elk. Elk drink at like 5:30 in the morning, so just change your time to 12:30 and you should be good. Okay, this herd's still not back, so something's going on there. You had a 9 bobcat that trolled? Rip. Yeah, same, Tallboy. My SRP and Tiawaroa have been nuts. I mean, you guys saw the crazy big rare red deer that I got off of my map. My Tiawaroa is just insane for red deer. Ooh, that's a good buck. Oh, we got 2 bucks here again. Nice, and they're both 85 to 100. That's really nice. Oh, is he bugged? He is. No. Of course. Yeah, it's not an easy grind, Poker. It's all luck-based. Just gotta hope you get it. It took me 3,200 kills on Leighton, and I got nothing. I had that bugged one at 2,700. And then it took 500 kills here on Rancho. So in total, I spent like 3,700 kills trying to get a great one. Yeah, true, Blitz. That is true. That would actually make sense because we killed 2 85 to 100s from there. And last time we only killed 1 buck here, and now we have 2 of them. It depends on where the zone was, Dylan. Sometimes it'll appear in the exact same spot. Other times it'll be very close, and then occasionally it'll be pretty far away depending on what zones you already have in that area. Because it all depends on like what openings there is. Because it can only go to an open need zone slot, and if all the other need zone slots are taken up at that lake, it'll either return to its old place, or it'll go to some other part of the map. If you're talking about ultimate hunting, I think it's going to be good. I'm a little bit skeptical because we haven't seen any gameplay yet, but once I get some gameplay, I'd love to, or once they get some gameplay out, then I'll be able to give a full opinion. But from what I've seen, it looks good. I'm excited for it if it is exactly like they say it is. Quattro or Tiawaroa for red deer grinding? Tiawaroa all the way. If you don't mind hunting at night, it's by far the best. There's way more red deer there, a lot more stags. Quattro's good, but nothing beats Tiawaroa for red deer. You can also kill them faster because they're closer together. So if you don't mind the night hunting, I would do that. But Quattro's not bad either. It's a good map. I voted for a great one, red deer J-Ham. That's what I put in the survey. It was really split. I saw so many people saying mule deer and then so many people saying red deer. It seems like those are the 2 most wanted great ones. Hey, Chad, you didn't miss much. Just a bunch of average size whitetail with a couple that were decent. Do we have our bucks back here yet? No. Looks like it's still just a doe. Probably gotta wait a little bit longer to get them back. I'm sure we'll have them on restart. Yeah, 3.6 is good. It's a strong gun. Yeah, Hunter Z, it's definitely not bad. If you have the high-tech hunting pack, then it's definitely a really good option for red deer. Where's this herd? So now this herd isn't returning. Oh wait, maybe they're just closer than normal. Might need to back up farther. But I still don't see the bucks. That's odd. Nice, Impossible Gamer. Nice, tall boy. I can tell you for a fact, Melon, you definitely have whitetail on your map. They can be at literally every inch of the map on Layton. They can drink at every single water source, so it's very important to check the entire map for whitetail deer. I would set your time to 12:32, and then just check every inch of water that you possibly can. Don't use an ATV or anything like that, because that'll spook them off before you even see them. You have to actually run around your map and check all the zones. Just check every inch of water, and eventually you will find your whitetail. Most likely they're just hidden and tucked away in the trees, because a lot of the spots on Layton for drink zones are up in the trees for whitetail. It's kind of strange, but for some reason they just do that. Man, this is not looking good for this lake. A bunch of our herds are not returning, so we'll probably have to restart the game before they'll come back. We're getting close to the end of the stream anyway. This is our last run. Well, it's not just the lakes, it's also the shorelines in the south and east of the map. Like, all of the water on, like, the ocean, they can be too. They can also be along all of the spots on the river. They can be in any of those tiny little lakes that you see on the edges of the river. They can be at all of those. Like, you could have the tiniest speck of water on your map, and there could be some whitetail there. It's honestly crazy how small some of the water sources are that they decide to use as drink zones. Nice, Felly, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. What's the plan if you get another great one? Go for a huddle or for the bucks fighting? I'm not gonna do the buck fighting multi-mount, because with the great one racks I feel like it would kind of clip into each other. So I'm gonna go for the huddle. I either want to get a great one huddle mount, or a great one with 2 super rares, or a super rare with 2 great ones. That's my goal. As long as I can fill a mount with great ones or super rares, then I'm happy. It's gonna be a long grind, but I think we can eventually do it. 85 to 100, that's a good buck. I do my best, Dylan. I try my best to interact with everybody as much as I can. There's another buck. Get another great one. Will you do a side-by-side multi-mount? Oh, I already responded to that. No diamonds or rares yet, tall boy. Keep grinding, man. Keep on grinding. Eventually I'll get that luck rolling. What's max score whitetail? There is no max score for whitetail because they have true racks, but I've seen them go clear up past 275. So I'd imagine they can probably hit like 277 if you're lucky. Maybe even higher. I heard somebody say they had a 280, but they didn't post any pictures for proof, so hard to say if that's actually a thing. But we know for a fact they can break 275. Oh, gotcha, Blitz. I mean, that's still good, though. Like, you're doing good, regardless. Yeah, the M1's good. The M1's a strong gun, Cody. I like it a lot, too. I just use the 303 in this scenario because I'm not usually shooting more than 2 bucks. But for most grinds, I would be using the, oh, how did we not? I would be using the M1 for most scenarios, because it is just so good. I was wondering if you can make a guide of the drink zones of all animals, but pheasant and turkey, and if you can do that, do a map that has hotspots marked for Rancho. I'm pretty sure all of the above already did that, so I'm probably not going to do like a general guide. I do want to make a couple species-specific guides eventually, once I know more about like the pheasants and stuff like that. But I probably won't do the guides that other people have already done. Like, I'm pretty sure that, Kill Clinton or somebody else did a Bobcat guide. So I probably won't do Bobcat. I do want to get a pheasant guide out eventually, though, but that's going to take some more hunting because it's hard to know exactly where all their zones are. I think the guide would have to be more of just like general areas where I find them more. The M1 is a DLC. It's part of the Smoking Barrels weapon pack. Arguably the best weapon pack in the game. I'd say go for it, Thompson. Whitetail grinding's a lot of fun. Especially when you have that small chance of finding a great one. It really helps keep you interested in it. Yeah, gators would be really cool, honestly. It would be a unique style of hunting, too. Let's go find the other one. Any tips to get whitetail quick? I'm kind of new to the game. The best tips that I could give you for whitetail, it really depends. Are you on Layton Lakes, or are you talking about Rancho del Arroyo? What map are you going to be hunting them on? Rancho or Layton? Alright, buddy, find the track. Where did he go? Weston, that's insane. That's a max score. That's max score for the male Gemsbok. That's insane. Hey, Lizard King, how's it going? Oh my gosh, dude, you are going crazy. Okay, so this is a good example of when the dog's really useful. I didn't see any tracks, and he just was able to track it, even though I couldn't find the tracks myself. For some reason, none of the tracks were appearing for us. And he still found it like it was nothing. We're gonna skip this zone because that takes quite a while, and I don't have a ton of time left for the stream, so I'm gonna go up here. Rancho? I would recommend setting your time to 9:32, and then I have a full Rancho del Arroyo whitetail guide on the channel, Felly, and it should help you out with like locations. But one of the biggest things is to just set your time to 9:32 and then check all the locations that I show off in the video, and it should get you a lot of whitetail. I have like a map that shows all the zones that I've found for them. It should really greatly help your success with whitetail deer. That's a good buck there. Another solid 85 to 100. Imagine we find another great one right now, right here. Don't see anything too crazy besides that 185 to 100. Yeah, no problem, Felly. Been trolled 3 times. Yeah, those Gemsbach troll so much, man. Very common for them to troll as males. That's another 85 to 100. We got 2 of them. And they're both solid bucks. Both really good bucks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have the 8th one, which is that other big 85 to 100. I need him to come out. We got 8 bucks here, and they do seem to be respawning perfectly, which is amazing. So happy to see that this herd's doing well. Just look at all these whitetail. I'm so sad that I didn't cover this location in my guide. So for those of you that are curious, it's up here, just north of Bosque Alto. This tiny lake right here has just tons of whitetail. I'm so sad I didn't cover it in my video because I did know they could actually drink here. I'm guessing my map in the early access just didn't have a zone there. So many whitetail. I want to find that other 80. Oh, there he is. That's him. Get that, and then see what else we can find. I hope that didn't hit a tree, but there's a chance it did. Hey, Frashy, how's it going? The grind's been good today. We've had a lot of 85 to 100 bucks. Lots of them showing up. No diamonds, though. $222, we sadly got spine, but I think that was the smaller of the two. This guy right here is the bigger one. I'm using the 303 Cooper. 219. Yeah, kinda, Lizard King. Guess that's a good way to look at it. Well, just gotta keep killing them off, Hunter Z. Just kill every red deer you see, and then eventually you'll get a good respawn. Only way to get those 8s and 9s to spawn is to kill the ones that you have on your map. Just keep smoking the smaller ones, and eventually they'll spawn in some bigger ones. Oh my gosh, we did hit it! We did hit it! Oh my. What a shot. What a shot, guys. That was through the brush. Brent, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having an awesome day and enjoying the stream. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my dude. Oh no, Frantic, that's rough, man. That's so rough. Oh, you have Blitz? Jeez. That's a lot. Try to get 18k subs by August? I think we'll be able to do it, Amanda. I think there's a pretty good chance that we could do it. We're getting pretty close to, wow, we are almost at 17,600. We have gained 57 subs this stream, guys. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much for all that. Welcome to everybody that's new. Let's go ahead and reset the time, and then we will call it there. I'd say we did pretty good today. Got a lot of whitetail down. Thank you, Brent. I really do appreciate it, man. Let's get some deer. Unfortunately, you jumped in at the end of the stream, but we are going to be back later tonight with a Escape from Tarkov stream. Not sure if you're into many other games, but we will be back later tonight, but this is the end of my normal stream time for Call of the Wild. But I appreciate everybody dropping in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be back tomorrow, or tonight, with some Escape from Tarkov, and then we'll be back tomorrow with some more Call of the Wild. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!